Hello and good morning. This is video 763. I believe there's 763 videos here. Imagine if you watched them all back to back, how long that would take. Anyway, I want to make a video today about um, just a little bit of kind of an update and whatnot. And my fear is that, let me rephrase that. My concern is that this may come across as gloating, and it's not. If anything, this might be um, after a lifetime of self-doubt and frustration, finally saying, thank God Almighty, this is happening to me. So I hope that you can maybe put that in that context and definitely not bragging or gloating. But I want to share some things. Okay. So hopefully we're in the right state of mind and everything. But just want to talk a little bit. This has been a heck of a week. Lots of stress. Here in the United States, the Delta variant of the COVID virus is just running rampant, and we're at the point now that it's starting to affect people who have been vaccinated, and the vaccine does its job. It keeps them alive, but they still get a little sick, and public tide is kind of turning a little bit negative against people that refuse to get vaccinated, which I think is kind of nice because I think if you're a very selfish person and you decide you're not going to get vaccinated because you don't give a fuck about anybody else, then yeah, that's a little bit of a bad thing. Call me crazy. Wouldn't be the first time. Um, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about kind of some relationship things. And this has been just such a neat week in other regards. I had a chance to spend some time with my boyfriend on Wednesday, and that's still a wonderful and new thing for me to say, my boyfriend. Never had a boyfriend before. Never had a boyfriend before. This is new, and kind of like I made mention in my last video, I think, or maybe the video before that. Um, this is new. This is new to me. Um, as I might appear to be a middle-aged, one transit middle-aged person. Excuse me. This is new. This is I am the equivalent of a 14 or 15-year-old girl who's dating for the first time, as far as my skills and kind of what I know. Now, definitely I'm tainted. I have a little bit of experience from the other side of the equation, but from this side, yes, I mean, or from the other element. But this is new. This is new, and I kind of want it to be the other side of the equation. I've had experience dating as a man, as a boy, and I don't want to do that again. So this has been kind of a nice experience, and I guess that's kind of what I want to share. Is just the potential is there, and maybe in the past videos, maybe I might have been a little bit of sour grapey, for lack of a better word, because I didn't think it would happen to me. I didn't think it was possible. And, it gives me a lot of pleasure to say it is possible. And it's very cliche to say, well, there's someone out there for everyone. You just have to find that person. There's someone special. There's, many fish in the sea. All those cliches. But, it's kind of true. And definitely the dating pool is much, much smaller for trans folk. Um, we have less people that are interested in us. The statistical study that was done, or the study that was done, it's 1.1% of cis guys that are willing to date a trans woman. It's a low number. What's that? 0. 0.11? No, well, 0.11 would be 11%. So 0.011, I think. It's a low number, you know, and so definitely once in a blue moon type thing. You don't, you know, like Otis says in The Last Starfighter, your chance comes along, you gotta grab it with both hands and see where it takes you. So anyway, but I want to share just a couple things. Wednesday was just really cool. We went out and normally we'd go for a walk or something, but we ended up going to Dairy Queen so he could get something to eat. And I got a Coke, and we sat outside in the parking lot because the restaurant was closed because of the COVID. And we just talked for a little bit, you know, just things that you know you do in a relationship. You just kind of talk and share about your day, and we've definitely kind of I won't say we've run out of things to talk about. We've done all the, oh, what's your favorite song, and what's your favorite Beatles record? I don't know. Um, we're kind of to the day to day type stuff, and so that's kind of where we're at. And it was nice to we're just sharing our lives, and that's, I think, part of being in a relationship. There's definitely some deep conversations we have, which has been really kind of illuminating for me to hear transitioning from kind of the other direction. Um, and I don't want to give away too. I don't want to give any personal stuff away, so I guess that's about as much as I can say about it. Uh, but there were a couple moments that kind of were really kind of neat. Um, he reached out and grabbed my hand. We touched hands and we held hands for a little bit, which was nice. Again, back to that little 12-year-old, 15-year-old little girl that's inside of me. Tee hee hee. Um, reached out. We held hands for a while, and then I put my head on his shoulder and just let the world just fade into the background. And that was probably a moment that I will remember forever. Going forward. Um, that moment of just putting my head on his shoulder and just letting everything. Oh, excuse me, my son wants something. Harry. Back to what we were saying. Yeah, just a neat feeling. Just a neat feeling. And just put my head on his shoulder and just let everything drop. Just let all my worries, all my concerns, and definitely you don't have to be trans to experience that. You don't have to be cis to experience that. That's probably an emotion that people feel with people everywhere, you know. Um, just being able to drop everything. And I think I said something to him about, I said, all my defenses are down, all my walls are down, you know. Um, I don't know, in some ways, I think it's kind of like when you're a child and you're so, everything that your parents are providing all of your needs, you know what I mean? Your parents are taking care of everything. And when you're a little kid and you can just, kind of when children fall asleep on their parents and, they know they're taken care of. They know the world is just, not going to bother them for that moment. It was kind of nice. Um, but no, it's been a good, like I said, it's been some eye opening and we've had some conversations that are really kind of neat about gender and stereotypes and, being a man, being a woman, what that means. And it's been a good experience. Maybe that's all I can tell you. We're probably still in the honeymoon phase of getting to know somebody. And that's part of living, exploring what the future holds. Um, he will be here later today, so I have some cleaning to do. And we're going to spend the day just kind of goofing off. And um, I hope to play some Pokemon with him and do some World of Warcraft with him. Um, Sounds like a nerd date, doesn't it? Nerd date in heaven. Um, do some fun things and do some real life things too. You know, I think if we had the opportunity, we probably would, sit on the couch and watch a movie together. And I would again love to put my head down on his shoulders. Um, and I think also too, he'd let me be the shoulder for him to put his head down on. You know, um, Rick Springfield wrote a song called "Human Touch" that I love, and I think is very applicable here. We need that human to human interaction, and for introverts like myself, um, it's very hard to get that when you're an introvert, and to just get that, to make a connection with someone, and you just kind of the world fades away, and you're totally committed to being in the present moment and enjoying. Although I had all the video cameras up here recording because I was like, I want to relive this moment again and again. You know, it was just neat. It was neat, and I hope that everyone everywhere gets a chance to do that. um, and I had to wait 49 years for it to happen to me, so um, it may take a while, which sucks when you want it now. Um, and let's see, what else are we gonna do today? We're gonna go to a beer garden and listen to some polka music. And uh, he doesn't know how to polka, and I don't know how to polka. We can remedy that. We can learn. Again, new situations. I've never been the girlfriend in a relationship. I've never been. These are new things. And kind of like I had said before, this is a puzzle piece in my life that I need. I want, maybe is a better, I want to experience this. I want to experience, uh, you know, going to a restaurant and having him open the door for me, and, I guess there's a lot of demands, mm, that women make of men in certain situations. Um, at least in the world I was raised in. The man pays for the meal. The man does this. The man does. I don't know if that's going to happen today, but doesn't. If it doesn't happen, it's not like I'm going to be upset. It's I'm a woman of the '90s. No, um, you know, there we 2021. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be kind of curious to find out what happens. I'm prepared to pay my own way. Put it to you that way. Um, so that's really kind of cool. And also too, to go to a public place. And well, there's a wrinkle in that. I just thought about that. Here I am on cloud nine. I wonder if I might be making them uncomfortable. If we go to a public place and they don't feel comfortable in presenting as male. I have to think about that. I have to think about that. We have to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it. And that's something, definitely when you're dating two trans people, I guess you kind of have to be aware of what the other person's comfort level is. Maybe they don't want to be around a group of people, and maybe they're not ready to. But I have pretty strong feelings. He wants to be, you know, he wants to be Sir. He wants to be. and I will definitely shower him with my role as the girlfriend. I will definitely shower him with compliments and affection if he'll let me, in a social setting, you know. But I don't know. Kind of curious to see what happens, you know. Will we hold hands as we walk? Will he hold my hand? You know, those kinds of things that we take for granted. I think cis people kind of take for granted. I know I did. Although being in a relationship was so few and far between, I guess maybe I didn't. You know, I longed to hold somebody's hand. I longed to, you know, do things in a social environment with someone else. So maybe I can't say that, you know, like I still am that not needy person, but you know, again, the human touch I have, I need that human touch. I need that connection. I need that whatnot. So my voice is still a little raspy. Can you tell? Um, man, I don't know what. I think a lot of things are going around right now, bugs and everything. Um, Not COVID necessarily, but you know, maybe some other things that are testing our bodies. So I've had a sinus headache all week long. Ugh. Anyway, veering off subject. So kind of curious to see what happens today. It'll be kind of neat, and also here, you know, interacting with my daughter. You know, that's a complication for any person who dates someone who has a child. You want every party to feel comfortable and at ease, and communication is important. You can't steamroller over other people's feelings, and you have to be considerate, take their needs and desires into account. So, anywho, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I've got a lot of stuff to do today, and also need to take care of me because I have a nice little beard. You can't see it, but I have one. I need to shave my beard. Probably put on a little bit of makeup too. Again, I'm that little 12, 14-year-old girl who's just, hmm, I don't look like it. I'm pretty sure, but and I wish I was thin enough I could wear my drindle. I bought a German, well, it's actually a Bavarian. You know, think about Heidi in the mountains. Uh, a Bavarian dress that I would love to wear today, but I won't fit it. I don't fit in it. It's kind of been my incentive to lose weight, and I've not lost much weight over the last couple months. And then I'll finish with this. Um, yeah, and I hope to try to get back on estrogen soon. Um, my provider changed uh, offices, and so I've been trying to get in to see them to say, hey, what's the deal? Can I start estrogen again? And if they say no, then I'm going to find another provider because I really need estrogen. I want it. As I'm sure if you're trans and you've been on some sort of HRT and it gets cut off, and then you're like, but I want it. I want my T. I want my E. Give me an A and an M. We got teams. Sorry, bad joke. Not funny. Um, but anyway, that's all that's going on with me, and I'll sign it off here. We're just at about 20 minutes, so congratulations if you're on the treadmill or walking or exercising. You just about hit 20 minutes of listening to me. So I will sign off here and wish you the best of luck, as always, in becoming your authentic self as you define it. Every day I seem to be reminded more and more and more about how this is a non binary world, and My prejudices, as I see prejudices in perhaps older people, and I made this comment, I'm sorry, I'm going to babble a little more on my Facebook post about, kind of old fucks who are kind of clinging to outdated models, being anti-trans and anti-gay and everything, in the same light. I have that programming up here that when I was, the late 70s, 1980s, as to what I think men and women are, and, I've firmly put my feet in the woman camp, and 15, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, I'm going to be the outdated one. I'm going to be the outdated model. Of course, I think I already am a little outdated and my warranty's up. Need to get serviced by Mr. Goodwrench. Check he can lube my chassis and check my oil. Hmm. Anyway, until next time, good luck and y'all have a good day. Bye bye.